Good morning, everyone. As I just said that, I need to come up with some sort of like catchphrase that we're starting. You know what I'm saying? What's the first thing I'm going to say? I'm thinking of Robin Williams, Good Morning Vietnam, right? But that's obviously not what I'm going to yell into the microphone. But we do. I think we need something. So I'm open to the comments here. If you have like a good entry into this stream, right? You have like a good, hey, we're starting, instead of me just being like, good morning, everyone. Right? We need something good. What's up, Raj? Good to see you this morning. Listen, I'm excited to talk about last night. We had, Scott. Scott comes in with a little double Mike Breen bang. Is that what we're going to throw in there to start? That's an aggressive start to the morning if we start with a double bang. And I also don't know if my voice can handle that in the morning. But I'm excited to get into last night's slate. Alex says, Mike, give me a quick recap from last night. I passed out with the kids at 8, and as much as I wanted to join, couldn't pull myself up to watch. No, hey, listen, you missed some exciting stuff. We had 2 giveaways. We also saw that I am bad at the spin the wheel thing. So we gave away Mike Conley. We had a lot of fun talking about the new pack drops that are coming this weekend. We talked about the state of the market, all those fun things, but the stream's still up there. Ooh, top of the morning. I like that. I like that, Beamer. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, see, I immediately ruined it. I ruined your good suggestion right away. All right, so if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the Morning Marketplace. For the next hour or so, we're going to go over some of the stuff that happened last night, some of the NBA action that happened last night, and then how maybe that's going to impact the market. And if it doesn't impact the market, are these like good buy low opportunities? So as we go along, obviously, if you have any questions or any feedback or anything, just throw it in the chat, because obviously it's just me this morning with you. So the more active the chat, the more effective this will be, right? And if I don't cover a player that you're interested in looking at their performance from last night, let me know. That being said, too, sometimes we won't cut, like Joel Embiid, right? He put up like 40 and 19 last night in a controversial win over the Jazz. We probably are going to cover Embiid only because the market's, pretty high on Embiid already. So we're looking for more, diamonds in the rough, as you will. But the first player we're starting off with tonight is a man who won me some money last night. And, not to take a victory lap early on, but let's shout out my man Buddy over in Sacramento, okay? Buddy in tournaments, if you guys are DraftKings or DFS fans, sub 1% last night. That's what we like to see. And he put up 50 fantasy points. So what I wanted to do, let's first of all pull up Buddy's line. And the Kings are an interesting team to look at anyways, because they suck. And, who knows what's going to happen with their, the coaching situation. Luke Walton seems to be on the hot seat. Yeah, Alex says you better talk. Yeah, we are going to talk about TJ in a second. But TJ wasn't in my lineups, and I'm selfish as hell. So we're starting with Buddy. All right, I'm going to share this so we can check out a little basketball reference of my man Bud. All right, let's look at the line. So he's averaging 16, a little above his career average this year. His 3-point percentage is 37%. It's a little bit down, which I imagine that's gonna creep back up. This feels like it might be a buy low time. And again, we're overreacting on last night's performance, right? 29 points against the Lakers, the shorthanded Lakers, in a dub. He put up 30 the night before. So, like, you can see Buddy's coming on a little bit, right? And, I mean, he's a streaky shooter, obviously, but we're going into the All-Star break. I believe he's participating in the three-point contest. So, Buddy's an interesting dude to look at, right? We're going to say interesting. Let's throw him up here. I want to see what Buddy's looking like in the old marketplace. All right, here we go. This is his first moment. His first moment out of 4,000 right here. First moment on the site. Right, let me double check that. That's the metallic gold. Yeah, we're sub 200 on Buddy. Sub 200 on Buddy. All right, nice little baseline dunk. Here we go. I like this. I like this dunk. Again, I feel like I'm saying this every time I get on the stream, but pretty high on base series 1. And so if you're, not trying to break the bank on anything crazy, but are looking for series 1, this feels super underpriced to me. And Buddy is a super streaky player, right? So you're going to have, weeks where he's shooting like 20% from the field, but I don't know. I'm into Buddy. I'm into Buddy here. What did Ryan say? Am I being naive to think that Series 2, Beal, Tatum, Booker, and more of the All-Stars will appreciate during the All-Star buzz? Yeah, that's interesting, right? we thought there was going to be more of an uptick when the All-Stars were announced to begin with, and we didn't see too much of that. I think if you see someone during All-Star week, like say Tatum, any of those guys win like the 3-point contest, if somebody goes out and scores like 50 in the All-Star game, somebody wins All-Star MVP, I could definitely see some action on that. I'm actually more interested, though, instead of the All-Star game, I'm more interested to see as we get closer to the playoffs. I think like you'll see the playoff teams really, really increase in value for a couple reasons, right? I think because, the playoffs are exciting, but also they're all going to be on like national televised games like every time, right? The playoffs are always on TV. It's everything that's going to be in the news cycle is going to be around the playoffs. So you're going to see a smaller amount of teams get highlighted. So I think that's interesting. Let's see. What is Norman Powell? Yeah, let's look at Norman Powell, right? No, I mean, what's interesting about the Raptors right now is the whole team's in COVID protocol except for like 3 guys, right? So Norman Powell already having a really good season, but now he's going to be playing crazy minutes for like the next 3 or 4 games. So let's look at what Norman Powell's doing. Also, with Kyle Lowry in trade rumors, right? If Kyle Lowry leaves, Norman Powell's minutes might not be impacted so much, but his scoring opportunities will go through the roof, right? Because there's so much usage from Lowry that is now going to be in a vacuum. And I'm assuming that's going to go between Powell and also Freddie Van Fleet. This is pretty underpriced too. It's right around the Buddy Hield section, the 193. I mean, even if you wanted to go wild and get his metallic gold series 959, under $1K for a metallic gold. Interesting, right? Allie, yeah, we'll look at any like specific crazy jumps or drops in a little bit as we work through the action. We'll definitely look at that. Yeah, Beal being any star in Series 2 too that's like under 100 feels nice, right? So I get you. Lucas says, if you pulled Anthony Edwards, MGLE in the latest rare packs, would you try to flip for a Luka Cool Cat or too much potential with value with Edwards? So here's the thing, right? Lucas, if you're dead set, if you're like, I'm going to complete this Luka challenge, this LaMelo challenge, the Master Cool Cats, there's definitely some value in that, right? There's definitely some value. Let's see what's Edwards going for right now as MGLE. Is it close to a like 1-for-1 flip? Yeah, so it's going for 5,400. It depends, right? You have to, if you're going to do that flip, you got to complete that LaMelo, in my opinion, because that Luka, I don't think that the reason that Luka is worth so much right now is because of the potential of the LaMelo. And I think people want that LaMelo, and there's only 3,100 Lukas or 3,400 Lukas. So, but if you're like dead set, if you're like, I am going to commit to completing this to get the LaMelo, I think it could be worth it. But I also don't hate holding here because Anthony Edwards is going to just put up highlights, and that's a nice pull. Matthew says on Hyde, for example, would you buy the lowest asking or would you pay? Oh yeah, this is a fun conversation. Let's go back to Buddy. So his lowest ask here. So this is like a collector preference too, right? If you're like, I'm willing to spend $200 and the lowest ask is 189. Let's see. I don't think you can see when I'm scrolling down, but now you can see, right? So the lowest ask is 3,463 for 189. If say like, I'm trying to think if I could get into the top 1,000. So here we go. Here's a good example. So number 949 is going for 250. I think getting into the like 3 digits could be something that you'd be into, right? I think if you're going from 3,465 to 3,162 for an extra $20, I don't know if that's worth it. But now you're saying for an extra $60. Oh, I'm seeing you can't see this because I shared the comment. But now if you're saying for an extra 60 or $70, I'm going under 1,000. I'm a little more into that. Jason says, how do you project Andre Drummond Series 1 to evaluate if traded to a big market team? Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? I think if Drummond goes to, say, a Brooklyn and then is playing meaningful minutes in the playoffs, yeah, it'll definitely go up from what it is now, right? Because, he's not playing. So if you are projecting that or predicting that he's going to go to a contender, yeah, might be an opportunity to get in on some Drummond. Me personally, I just hate Andre Drummond. So this isn't even a take about like, oh, you need to put money or stay away. I hate Andre Drummond. I know he was in talks with the Celtics, or there were some rumors that he might come to Boston. And I was like, man. Beamer says good players getting up there in age. Carmelo, for example, maybe on the verge of retirement. Are those good holds in your opinion? Well, yeah, we've talked about this before, not on the morning show, but on the live streams we've done. I think so. I mean, Melo's value only goes up when he retires, right? I mean, he's one of the top scoring forwards of all time. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame right away. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a great call. Do you think there are actually many collectors? Like obviously there are tons of investors flippers, but is there a second part of that? You think there are actually many collectors? I do. I think most of the people we talk to are like in it for more of a long haul. I mean, obviously you're trying to make some money off of this, right? You want the value. But I do. I think there's playing. Ooh, Apollo. Yeah, what a great way to start a morning, right? With shots. Should I sell my dude? Shout out no. If you got a Cosmic LeBron, dude, that's totally up to you. I think it's a win-win, right? Although the Lambo depreciates once you get it, right? So, will Series 2 cards eventually be worth a lot once beta is done and more cards have been released? And yeah, I don't know if it's going to be worth a lot. I do think the value goes up once we start seeing more moments being minted at like 50,000, 100,000, and then you go back and you see like, oh, there are some Series 2 moments minted at 15,000. Yeah, that's definitely going to increase it. Justin says, would you sell 9 Series 2 moments market value about $500, 20% loss, and consolidate into 1 to 2 Series 1 moments instead? Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I really do like the Series 1 moments. I'm much heavier on that than I am on the Series 2. I will say, though, if some of those moments are stars, like if you got a Joel Embiid or a Jokic or something like that, I don't know. I probably hold on to those Series 2 instead of flipping those for a loss. I also don't think you need to react yet. I mean, I think the market, we're going to see it pop back up. We're just like in a little bit of a dip right now. And we need a sponsorship, by the way. We need coffee sponsorship. So today's first sip of coffee. All right. I'm going to get a couple more questions in here, and then we're going to pull up TJ McConnell's stat line so we can all laugh at it. Lucas says, hey, new to this, but I'm really nervous to buy a moment because I don't know how fast it will sell, how fast do moments sell. So Luca, you're talking about like buying and flipping right away. Yeah, it all depends, right? It depends what you buy. It depends on a lot of different variables, right? So, I mean, if you buy something and the market starts ticking back up, there's going to be a lot of resale value on it for sure. But it all depends. That's hard to predict. If you're wondering, like, is it like too hard to sell things? No, I don't think so. I mean, I think you can sell some stuff. You can sell some stuff. I'm sure a lot of us in the chat have sold. Raj, what's up, Raj? How do you value players that say only have one moment and then get traded to another team? Yeah, I think the most interesting thing about that is Top Shot has come out and said, excuse me, shouldn't have taken that sip of coffee. Top Shot has come out and said, if like it hasn't been made limited edition yet and somebody gets traded, they immediately stop making them. So you get a chance. So like say Drummond's a bad example, right? Because we don't have, I'm trying to think who got traded mid-season. Oh, Jared Allen, they just like stopped his mint at like 5,000 because once he got traded, they're like, we're not making any new ones. So I do think so, depending on, like, I think Blake will be interested, well, because his first moment's about to come out, and that's most likely going to be his only moment with the Pistons. So I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think, dude, Ryan, I think this is happening this week, All-Star weekend. I think it's going to be talked. It's going to be talked about. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to see it at the All-Star game. Yeah, okay, we're definitely going to talk about Levine and White. I just want to talk about that game in general in a second. But let's pull up TJ McConnell's stat line so we can all just have a good time together. TJ McConnell, and the thing about TJ too, he didn't start last night, so it's not like all of a sudden he was playing into bigger minutes or anything like that. He got a triple-double. And let's take a look at this triple-double. 16 points, that makes sense. 13 assists, makes sense. Wait, he only had 4 rebounds? He had 10 steals. TJ had 10 steals last night. What the hell? I don't think this is going to impact value too much. Like, this isn't somebody that I would overreact on and be like, oh, TJ's stock is going up, baby. I'm not necessarily thinking that, especially because he was included in the Cool Cats challenge. So I don't see all of a sudden like a huge price uptick, right? Like, he's down at $19. I don't think that means you go get it because it's going up. But what a wild stat line, right? TJ McConnell. Love to see it. All right, here we go. What else we got here? Yeah, exactly, Alan. Like, does it have an extra value since it's only one of two cards with a 5K mint? Yeah, I think that's, I mean, just because there's only 5K, I think so. What else we got here? What else? I want to make sure. Ooh, Best Buy for under 200. You're looking at Bam, Tyler Butler, or one Ja Morant, all base 2 commons. Well, it sounds like you're a Heat fan, right? It sounds like you're a Heat fan. So I think if you're a Heat fan, it's kind of exciting to own players that you're fans of, right? So if you're, because all of those are pretty close, I think, the Bam, Tyler Butler, but I also really love Ja Morant too. So I think that's totally up to you. I think those are all good buys. I think those are all really good buys. I think I lean, that's it. I don't know. Some people are higher on Butler than others, but I like getting the younger guys. Like, I think Bam's ceiling is so high, and so is Ja Morant's as well. But I think all of those are like, I don't think you go wrong with any of those. I don't think you go wrong with any of those. Yeah, TJ spiked because he was in the challenge, right? And then went back down. Adrian says, man, we talked about this a little bit last night. Yeah, I think so, right? Katie, I believe it was Katie from Top Shot, tweeted out something yesterday that they're over like 500,000 users now. So it depends, right? They haven't announced like how much it's going to cost. I think the price could have some sort of impact on that. But I mean, if it's, I would imagine we're going to have over 200,000 in there, and who knows how many packs they're dropping. So, oh boy. I know we all want one. Also, let's say this too. We're going to be streaming during the pack drop on Sunday. So if you guys are just waiting in line and are bored as hell as we're waiting for the Rising Stars to come out, hang out with us, because and if we get one, we'll open them. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's take a look at my boy Zachary Levine. So actually, instead of pulling up Basketball Reference, because that's kind of annoying to read sometimes, let's just look at these monster stats from last night's game. So the Bulls beat the Pelicans 128-124. I don't know if anybody watched this game last night, but Zion was just ruining people's lives out there in the first half. He ended up with a big stat line. We don't have to go over Zion because his value's already up. Like, no one's being surprised by Zion right now. Although I will say that series 2, actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's pull it up, because I want to see if that changed in price at all from yesterday. Excuse me. Yeah, all the way down to 423. And man, that out of 7,500 series 2, I know it's a layup versus a dunk, but 570, that's not bad. But all right, here we go. Zack Levine last night, 36 points, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a win. And then Kobe White with 25 points too. So I think Levine is one of those underrated all-stars and I think part of it is because he's been on bad teams and just putting up big stats. But this year feels a little bit different, right? Where Levine seems to be like meaningful stats. So even though the team's not very good, he's more winning plays versus than just like putting up big numbers, like getting his, you know what I mean? What's up, Evan? Good to see you here. So let's look at some of Levine's prices, right? Series 2, $90, sub 100. He's going to be in the All-Star game this weekend. He's flashy too, so who knows? He could do some fun stuff. His series 1, let's look at his first moment though. Sub 1,000. That's not bad, right? Sub 1,000 for his first moment on the site. That is not bad at all. I apologize. I'm going to mute for a cough real quick. All right, we're back. So Levine I like that Levine call quite a bit as someone who, you know, he seems to be on the way up. Now, Kobe White is also a young dude, right? He's got his series 1, his first moment on the site, under $600. You got his series 2 moment, the 3-pointer. Let's take a look at the 3. This is under $40. So this is a nice, you want like a young dude, little off the dribble 3 at the buzzer. Boom, bang. We like that one. His rookie debut, I mean, his rookie caught up. So this is over 3K. That's a lot. But that also means his series 1 is his first moment. It's his rookie debut. So even though it's not the rookie debut, his series 1 is still going to get all those tags, right? And it's sub 600. That's pretty interesting. I like that quite a bit. All right, what's up? What else is going on in the chat here? Do you think season 2 commons are going to go up or down when the new 30cc drop? I don't know. I mean, every time packs drop, the market dips a little bit for people trying to flip, and then it kind of corrects itself. So Dunbar's been Greg Dunbar, one of the other hosts of Top Shot Takes, has been pretty high on the fact that Series 2 are out of 15,000, 12,000, 7,500. That's going to be increasingly more rare as these bigger mints come out, right? So he's thinking that the value is going to go up. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, it is more scarce than like 30K, right? So it's that'll be something to monitor. I do think once the packs drop, though, we always see like a little bit of a dip, right? Batang 90 says, what's better, holding my Cool Cat pack or open it to get 3 duplicate Karl Anthony Towns 3-pointers? And also, will this going to go up again? We talked about Karl Anthony Towns a little bit yesterday. I love Karl Anthony Towns, but the Cool Cat specifically. So, right, if you're trying to complete the LaMelo challenge, that's the only reason you need the Karl Anthony Towns, right? So you need, in order to get the LaMelo Cool Cat, you need to collect 29 moments, one of them being this Karl Anthony Towns. The Luka, which was the first reward, is needed, right? So there's only 3,120, I believe, unique users to get that has the Luka. So that means there's 3,100 max that can get the LaMelo. There's 14,000 Cool Cats. So obviously there's way more than the demand. I don't know. Me personally, if you can flip them, I think I'm flipping them now versus later. Because I think and again, this isn't financial advice. Obviously, that caveat, do whatever you think is best and, be responsible with your money. I think I'm moving those. And full disclosure, I'm trying to get one. So if you want to trade Batang with one of them, hit me up. And the thought of holding the pack, I don't know. I think I've been wrong most of the time about holding packs and the value in that. So I don't know, totally up to you. I think the cat value continues to dip. So I'd try to just move them. I mean, if you move all 3 right now at the lowest price, you're almost getting $1,000 and you can reinvest those into some Series 1. That's kind of where I'm at anyways. I see how cheap Cool Cat Series 2 is. I know the collection just ended, but is there any chance they have hit their lowest? Yeah, I don't think it's going to go back up. I don't think those are going to go back up. I think as we're seeing now, unless like the Anthony Davis price goes up, so people are like, oh, there's some value. I don't see them going back up because it's not like you can get the Anthony Davis now. Do you know what I mean? Like the challenge has ended. So I bet they continue to drop a little bit. Lucas, do you think there will be a nostalgia effect on Series 2 because most people started with Series 2? That's definitely possible. And if the base Series 1 continues to go up because it's like the most rare and you want an early moment, but you're like, I can't afford Series 1, then Series 2 would be like the next dip, right? So that's potential. Ooh, Taro, this is good. Let's pull this up right now. Also, shout out V Clampin. We love to see it. So we're going to search base Series 1 under 200. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, if my boy DeJounte Murray dipped under, that's what I'm going to say. All right. And then let's list, what do you want? Ascending. I always do this backwards. Let's do descending. All right, here we go. We got Chris Middleton at 200, Victor Oladipo at 200. The Victor's interesting, right? Because he's with the Pacers there. He's no longer on the Pacers. The Vooch dunk. Wow, that is dipped in price. JaVale McGee, the Norman Powell one we talked about. I like the Marvin Bagley is interesting. I have his metallic gold, full disclosure. But the Marvin Bagley one is interesting only because, his dad has been made it clear he shouldn't play on the Kings. And they have some bigs. I wonder if they move Marvin Bagley. And if Marvin Bagley gets moved, having his first moment on the site on a different team is pretty cool. Jonas Valanciunas, always underpriced. Mike Conley, the Buddy Hyde that we talked about. Buddy Hield. I always pronounce that incorrectly. The Buddy is sub 190. I think that's pretty good. Devontae Graham, Montrezl Harrell. Damian Lee. Shout out Damian Lee. Yusuf Nurkic. Man, this one feels underpriced too. for Nurk to be under 180, and if you guys remember what Nurk was doing in the bubble for the Blazers, like he was incredible. And he's been hurt all year, which is another thing to talk about, like capitalizing on dudes who've been injured and when they come back. I mean, you think about how well the Blazers have played. Dame, again, with like a clutch performance last night, beating the Warriors late, hitting like a game, taking the lead with the three and then drawing the charge against Draymond. But they're already playing really well. And then you bring Nurk back into it. Maybe they do something in the playoffs. Nurk at 180 feels like a steal. That's where I'm at. Also, Lonzo. Yo, Patrick, we talked about Lonzo a little bit yesterday. We love Lonzo. And the fact that he's playing really well right now, and you can definitely get him for pretty cheap. So that's pretty good. I think that's where I'd go. Jonathan, welcome back, buddy. He says, what's something you can do while holding to valuable cards we cannot buy? Do I wait for the pack? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's what I've been telling people who have been pretty new, right? I think, do a couple things, right? Have a price limit that you're like comfortable spending, and then just kind of pay attention to the market. If there's a couple guys you're interested in, you're like, oh, if it gets to this spot financially, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. But I also think packs are where a lot of the value is, right? So just keep trying to get packs. I think that's the way to go. Ryan says, how many people are you predicting will be signed up after All-Star Weekend? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, if we're at 500,000 already, if signups are still open, I mean, I'm assuming we eclipse 700,000 at that point, right? Oh my God, V Clampton. Are we really looking up Markieff Morris right now? That's where we are. Let's look up Markieff. Is it not Series 1? Where am I at? What do you think about Markieff Morris? Is it over $200? Are we really? All right, let's clear the filters. Can't believe we're looking up Markieff Morris this early in the morning. 270. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's part of the reason, right? And there's also, this is in the finals too, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for Markieff, that's something they don't really talk about either, right? When it's not in a finals pack or anything, but the moment is still from the finals. Does that give it extra value? That's interesting. That's a fun conversation, and I don't really know because it is Markieff Morris. But I will say, we just saw Yusuf Nurkic at like 170 or 180, whatever it was, and then you see Markieff Morris at 270 because it's a dime from LeBron in the finals. Yeah, you're right, V Clamp, and I take it back. I take back my sass. No, it says, I think my next strategy is to pick up as any Blake Griffins I can and hold till he gets traded. Yeah, I like that. I want to run it back, Blake. You know what I'm saying? I need Blake jumping over a Kia. That's what I want. Managed to grab the CCAD for $880 the night of the drop. Sold for $1840. Allowed me to go for my biggest buy so far. First moment, Jason Tatum. Wow. What is the AD going for right now? Am I just way wrong on this? I just didn't think it was going to go up that much. 1160. Wait, dude, shout out to you, man. If you sold that for $8, you got almost $1,000. I like that. Yeah, it feels like he's got great marketing power. This is about Lonzo in the future, especially if he teams up with LaMelo. Dude, I mean, Lonzo's just straight up playing well right now, too. Like, he's shooting. We talked about him yesterday, but 42 for a Series 1 and under 250 for a Series 2 and under 250 for a Series 1. Yeah, and that offense is exciting now, right? Stan Van Gundy finally was like, let's run. And they're putting up points. I mean, they lost to the Bulls, so that's something, and they play tonight against Milwaukee, and I know the last time they played, Lonzo lit them up. So yeah, I'm in on Lonzo. I like that call. All right, MJ Flipper, you've got a Series 1 unopened pack. No, I think you hold at this point. If you've held this long, you might as well keep holding, right? Especially, I don't know which Series 1, like jersey numbers and number ones have yet to be pulled. But if you held this long, why are you opening it now? Unless you want to open it up on the stream, MJ, then you can open invitation. Yeah, more than 200. That was about Markieff. Raj says, how about the players that no one cares about? Are they just not listed, or is there really nothing below 17? So it's funny, man. If you were here like 3 weeks ago, there was stuff listed at like $1 to $3. So yeah, I think you're just going to see now. You're just going to see like the entry point is going to be $17. Although I will say, as more packs come in to play, as the mints get higher, I think you're going to start seeing some lower entry moments. Yeah, like Bledsoe's $15, $17. Shout out TJ McConnell at 18. JaMychal Green, who we gave away last night at 19. Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna see right now until some more packs come out. Assad said, is there anything to moments for which the icon picture is not actually from the highlight of the moment? It tends to be for putback down. See, yeah. I don't know what that means for value, if that makes it worth more. Like the one that stood out to me was the Zion. There was a really sick Zion play. I think it's the metallic gold, right? I think it's the metallic gold from Series 2 right here. So this is listed as a dunk, right? And what's so cool about this moment is it starts with like a nasty block. And I thought it was like mislabeled, right? So the block, the rebound, and then we get to see this whole highlight that ends with this dunk from Ingram. Yeah, so I don't know how that like impacts the value of something, but it's cool. I would say it's cool. My favorite one is the Harden block from Series 1. And this isn't exactly what you're saying, but I just love the still where it's just him standing like that with the Rockets win in the background. And of course, it's that sick block. It's the only time Harden's played defense, but it's to win a Game 7. So I think that one's good. Excuse me. Wow. That's about the Markieff Morris, right? LaMarcus Aldridge. Jonathan, now I'm remembering your name in the chat from when you were telling me that LaMarcus sold for like 3,400 and I just didn't get it. I don't know. I think he's obviously past his prime, right? So I wonder if LaMarcus probably goes up after he retires, maybe. Or maybe if he does like this is my last season. So it's his last go around. I think you'll see value go up a little bit more then, but I don't know. I'm low on my boy Lonzo. Yeah, we get to hold those Series 1s. Let's see what else we got in here. We bought a Fultz Series 2 gold 3 out of 499. Wow. Yeah, I know. Definitely hold, man. I think all the metallic golds. I mean, I'm holding those for a while. I think unless what I think is interesting, if you were like, there's something else you want, and you're like, if I flip this, I can go get the thing that I really want, then sure. But yeah, with Fultz injured, because Fultz was looking good, right? Fultz was looking good at the beginning of the season. Maybe not living up to where we thought Fultz was going to be, but looking really good with the Magic, and now he's hurt. So I wonder, and that backcourt's going to be really fun. I can't believe I'm saying fun in a sentence about the Orlando Magic, but you're going to have Fultz and Cole Anthony, that with Jonathan Isaac back. Yeah. No, I still have a DeMar DeRozan I picked up for $2. Should I sell? No, at this point, you just hold it, right? At this point, you hold it. All right, here we go. Oh, Jonathan, you purchased that Harden. Yeah, I love that Harden play. That Harden play is really cool. Yeah, there's some misprint moments as well. Wonder if those will hold crazy value. We talked about this recently too. I think if it's a good player, it'll hold more value. But like I know the Evan Fournier misprint, I don't know how much value they're going to be like, oh, the Evan Fournier was actually a 2, not a 3. But I'm also not like a super duper collector. So collector people might be like, no, that actually holds more value than you're saying. But yeah, that's where I'm at that. Oh my God, we're talking about Mo Bamba. Release Mo Bamba. Free Mo Bamba. Zach says, were you able to scoop up anything good on the market dip? No, I didn't. I didn't actually buy anything yesterday, partially because I was too busy and streamed for like a total of 4 hours yesterday. So that was part of it. I haven't bought anything. Actually, I'll show you the last couple things I bought here. The last couple things I bought were, there's that Anthony Davis. I bought this Vooch, Series 1 Vooch, which was not a great serial. But I wanted to try to get some more Series 1 dudes to round out that collection. And then I got Malcolm Brogdon, who is another dude that I feel like is a little underrated. And maybe it's just because Brogdon doesn't do a lot of sexy stuff, but the Pacers in general, man. Pacers in general. I think they're, let's look at Sabonis' Series 1. That's another one too, which this is the one I was looking at Sabonis for quite some time the other day and didn't pull the trigger on it. Now I'm kicking myself. It's back up to 400. I think it dipped to like 340, but that's his first moment on the site. And Sabonis is nasty. High on Sabonis here. That's where I am. Now I'm holding anything LeBron. Anything LeBron I'm holding. I'm not messing around with that. Oh my God. Is this a callback, Colin? Is this a callback to this is like Greg Dunbar's favorite moment. I think my biggest frustration, you want to talk about misprints. How the hell is this labeled a jump shot? Can we watch this together and can you tell me if this is a jump shot? This is not a jump shot. What the hell is that? All right. You want to talk about misprints? This is some circus bullshit from Robin Lopez. Can you believe it? It's before 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we've looked up both Markieff Morris and Robin Lopez. This is a sad start to the day. Sad start to the day. All right, what else we got? What else we got in the chat before we pick up? Yeah, as soon as I saw Rachel Nichols' tweet, ran and bought a Keldon Johnson. That was awesome. I thought that was so cool the way that the NBA released Top Shot information. Yes, I mean the way that Top Shot released the Rising Stars information. Like that was awesome. That was awesome. Patrick Kearns, what do you think is better to have? A good player Series 1, D Rose, or player's first moment with Series 2, Brandon Clark, Isaiah Robbie? Ooh, this is good. I mean, I don't know, right? There's a lot of unknowns with Brandon Clark and Isaiah Robbie, but there's value in the fact that it's their first moment, okay? So if you think there's a really high ceiling on Brandon Clark or a really high ceiling on Isaiah Robbie, yeah, I think I lean that one. We already know what Derrick Rose's career was, right? We already know. He got an MVP and then got hurt and then career was derailed. But it's a Series 1. People love Derrick Rose still. So it depends how highly, it depends where you rank Brandon Clark and Isaiah Roby for their career. Like, where do you think they're going to go? I don't know. I have a few Isaiah Robys and a few Brandon Clarks because I love both of those dudes. But that's pretty close for me anyways. Pretty close for me. All hook shots are listed as jump shots. So I think they only have a few categories. Yeah, it's probably that. I remember the first time we opened that on stream. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Ryan Kelly, opinions on Lonnie Walker. Hey, listen, you don't need my opinion on Lonnie Walker. You go back to Club Top Shot when Damian Lee was there. Damian Lee is high on Lonnie Walker. I like Lonnie Walker. I talked about him a little bit with the DeJounte Murray the other day. I think the Spurs are, we're so used to the Spurs being kind of boring. The Spurs are going to be fun. They're like young. Pop is like playing fast now. They're unleashing their dudes a little bit. LaMarcus and DeRozan will probably be gone soon. So you're looking at DeJounte Murray, big body Keldon Johnson, and you're going to have Lonnie Walker as well. So I think that's a fun team. I think you're buying low on Lonnie Walker. I think he's got a lot of risk, but he's got highlights, man. He's got highlights. Ooh, Taco, Nwaba, and Bruno Fernando. They'll be more valuable with the badges. Yeah, I agree. I also like Taco because I'm from Boston originally, and he's like a meme almost. No disrespect to Taco, but like people are excited to have Taco because he's 7 feet tall and he just like is a nice dude, The meme value. I know. I'm sorry. Diallo's good too, man. Yeah, I'm hoping Diallo and Boucher are actually listed in the next Cool Cats challenge. So there's rumors that it's going to be some international players that are listed in the base moments that you need to get for Cool Cats 3, where Jokic is the reward. So I've scooped quite a few Diallos. Also, Diallo has been like a pretty high usage player for the Thunder because they've been missing so many dudes. So they've been getting more time. I like that one. All right, let's see who. There was somebody else I wanted to look up from last night. Oh, two dudes from last night. John Wall. John Wall's first moment on the site right here, 105. Wow, his Cool Cat price all the way down to 150. Wow, that was going for like 700. But his first moment on the site, 105. I mean, John Wall is a very good basketball player, and you saw. I think he put up 36 points last night against the Wizards and Harden, his old team. First moment on the site. This is like a good buy for $100 in my opinion. I know the Rockets are going to be garbage for a while, but he's going to put up big numbers. He's great. He's great. So I think that's a little bit of a steal in my opinion. They might have badges, but they still barely play. Yeah, that's true. Although no, I disagree about who. There was one of those guys in there. I lost it, but there's one of those guys that's getting some minutes. No leaks about the potential Rising Stars challenge. Although they did say there is a challenge for the All-Star one. So you know how there's two different packs that they're going to be releasing. Like one is the Rising Stars, which I haven't seen anything about challenges. The other though is if you the All-Star one that they're releasing. I believe it's a LeBron. They're going to do two different challenges. One is a LeBron and one is a Durant. Actually, sometimes they like before they announce them, it'll just be listed here. So I want to see if nope, just the hollow icon and the metallic gold are listed. Man, I would love to get that Scary Terry, but as you can see, 0 of 9. 0 of 9. But yeah, pay attention to that. I'm sure there's going to be some challenges. What about Langston Galloway and Andrew Wiggins holiday moments? Should I sell for S2 LeBrons? Oh, so you have the Langston Galloway and Wiggins hollow moments. Those are series 1 too, right? So yeah, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough. That's totally up to you. I don't even feel comfortable weighing in on those because it's hard to know with the hollow moments. Series 1, man, it's just hard. It's just hard to move off of those, but it is LeBron, right? Yeah, Brandon. Yes, wouldn't you rather have LeBron than 2 bums? Great counter. Great counter by Brandon. Justin, yeah, that's where I've been, man. I'm really into the series 1. I just think it's the first, right? It's the first. There's less of them. There's only one first. That's where I'm at. Might as well buy the Cool Cats John Wall for 50 more. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think you go for the first moment. The first moment, I think, will have more value in the long run than the Cool Cats one. I honestly, that Cool Cats is going to go below 100 soon. You heard it here. You heard it here. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, John Wall, when his career is all said and done, I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, but I think there's still, like, clearly we're still seeing there's room left for John Wall. Like, he's not done. It's not like he's washed. So he's going to continue to put up stats for the next few years. And who knows? Maybe he gets traded. Who knows what happens? Let's see. Anything else in here? All right, let's go. Who else did I want to look up? Oh, here we go. So I watched a lot of the Lakers-Kings game last night because shout out DraftKings and shout out shipping some money last night. So I know this is because, LeBron and AD were both out, right? But Schroeder is clearly their third most important person on that team. And the offense obviously will run through him when the 2 stars are out. But in order for the Lakers to repeat, Schroeder's going to have like a pretty good year. He's going to have a good playoff and like perform. And he's a good fit with them. Like he can score, he can dish. I think Schroeder is going to be very important in the playoffs. And you look his series 2, right? Oh, what just happened? Here we go. His series 2 is only $37. His series 1, his first moment on the site is only $222. So I don't know. I feel like if you, if you're big on saying like when the playoffs happen, value is going to go up for those playoff guys. This feels like and for someone who's asking like you're trying to spend around $200 series 1, I think Schroeder is pretty interesting. I don't know if anybody else watched that Kings game last night, but I forget, like, that dude just like knifes to the basket. He can get by anybody. And I know he's like pretty streaky with his offensive performances, but I don't know. That seems low. That seems low. So I'm curious because, he got so many minutes last night without those stars, like maybe tomorrow, is that price up a little bit? I don't know. But yeah, in on Schroeder, or however you pronounce it. Justin says, I feel like Series 1 won't be as affected by the Series 2 pack release. That's why I'm more comfortable buying Series 1 right now. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've also seen the Series 1 prices dip the last couple of days, and I was surprised by that too. But again, it's going to ebb and flow. I think like on the way up, there's going to be some downs, right? So what a profound statement. On the way up, there will be some downs. Trap Lord, good to see you, man. What are your thoughts on holding some Series 2 commons that are lower double digits under 100? Yeah, I mean, under 100 lower serials. I mean, it depends who the players are too, but if they're under 100 serials, I think will be worth something considering, it's out of 15,000, 12,000, or 7,500. Definitely. Xavier says, hello. After seeing all those pack announcements, I had to sell almost all my players for balance. So sad. Man, that's actually, let me leave that up there while we talk about it. That's an interesting point. I would be curious what other people are doing about that. Because I think it's also, so are you saying because you want to get those packs or assuming you're not going to get packs and you just want some liquid so you can scoop those moments in the marketplace? Because that's tough. I don't know, man. It's going to be so hard to get packs, assuming 200,000 people. I mean, again, I don't think they've announced how many packs are going to go out. But I feel this. I have a little bit in the balance, but I'm trying not to I'm not trying to move off too many of my moments, the moments that I'm excited about anyways. I'm trying to, as we say here, team hold, right? Team hold. Yeah, this is Alex. Great point. Do not count on getting a rare pack this week. It's still going to be hard to pull one. I mean, we saw what it was. There's 180,000 people in line for a rare one, you know? So, and it's only going to be higher now with the total users going up. Also, you know what? Let me take a second. I have yet to plug this thing, right? So if this is your first time watching, welcome. We do this every morning, Monday through Friday. We also do a bunch of live streams like we did last night. We had the rapper Murs on earlier in the week. Make sure you like Top Shot Takes, right? Subscribe to the channel, like this stream, hit that sweet notification bell, and follow us on Twitter. You got to do all those things. Hey, I made it 45 minutes in without plugging myself once. So shout out me one time. Colin, what are your thoughts on players that have racked up moments super early? Do you think the exact moments on the cards will overvalue the date of moments like a player like Trae Young? Oh, you mean because Trae Young has had so many moments? I think it'll go like this. Series 1 will be worth more than Series 2. I think the first moment will obviously be worth the most. But after that, I think it's the play. I think if you see like, I don't know, like if you see like a half-court three-pointer to win a game, but it's like his 9th moment versus an assist that was his 6th moment, I think the moment itself will help propel the value. At least that's where I'm at. What's up, Brett? Have you already talked about Jared Allen? Good player, Series 1 base, great value, but Top Shot collectors generally undervalue big men. I know, right? That is interesting. I don't even think it's just Top Shot. I think it's like the NBA community undervalue big men. I'm on another podcast called the 89 Cavs. Check out the 89 Cavs if you like basketball and comedy. And I don't want to take a victory lap here, but before every other NBA podcast, like the Hoop Collective and Zack Lowe and all, we were talking about how a big man hasn't won MVP since like 2004, since Shaq, or Tim Duncan was also a big, right? But anyways, we're going on a tangent. Yeah, the NBA just like, we don't respect big men. So let's pull up Jared Allen. I like Jared Allen too because his first moment is on a different team. I always just think that's kind of cool. Yeah, wow, his first moment is sub 250. Man, these Series 1 are too freaking cheap. Considering his Series 2 is 100, right? You spend $150 more. I mean, I guess it's a block versus a dunk, and this dunk is a big-time dunk, right? This is a big-time dunk. I also think Jared Allen is just really good. Like, he's playing really well with the Cavs right now, and I know the Cavs suck, but he's playing really, really well. It's bubble footage, a dish from Karras. I like it. I like the Jared Allen call. Ooh, the first mint said the All-Star pack is $250K, but we don't know about the Rising Star. There's going to be 250,000 packs? Is that right, Xavier? Wow. Iceman says these non-base pack drops are bad for the market. A lot of people have that idea about selling off before drops. For some reason, people think it's bad to keep a dapper balance. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have a dapper balance in the sense that it's easier for the payments to go through versus like taking the risk that your card's going to work. I get the I get the issue of trying to I don't know, if you're not in love with your moment and you're like, I'd rather get some liquid together to buy either buy a pack or buy some moments from the pack if I don't get one on the marketplace. I don't hate it, but I get what you're saying. Justin, honest question, why does Dapper charge so much? LOL. Yeah, I wonder if that changes as they get bigger and bigger. I think they're new. I think part of it, right, they're a new company and they don't want people withdrawing right now. They want to keep the money in. I don't work for them, so I don't know. But I'm assuming they want to keep the money within Top Shot right now as they continue to grow so fast. So it's a little bit of a detriment, right, to withdraw if there's like, oh, there's an extra $5 fee. Like, do I really, or whatever it is, do I really want to withdraw? I think it's just added incentive to keep your money on there. But I wonder as they grow and now with their new valuation, I wonder if that changes a little bit. Yeah, big men undervalued just in life. Just in life. Maybe that changes this year with the Jokic and Embiid narratives, right? Brandon, what do you think of Rubio Series 1 as a long-term hold until the international market goes up? Yeah. I mean, at this point, right, on a player like that, a player like Rubio, I'm holding till they retire. Because it's not like he's going to do anything. He's only got one moment on the site, 132. I'm not doing anything until he retires because I don't think he's going to have another big moment in the NBA unless he gets traded and plays like backup point guard for a contender. I don't see Rubio having like it's not going to happen on the Wolves. Tell you that right now. It's not going to happen on the Wolves. So I think I hold Rubio until he retires or gets traded to a contender and see what happens. Because I do think his value will go up, one, when the international market gets involved, and two, when he retires. Because Rubio is so interesting, right? I think we just assumed he kind of came in with Luka hype, right? Where he was going to come in and take over the NBA. And, you know, he got really unlucky with some injury stuff. Like when he started putting it together, he got hurt. But he's also had like a pretty good career. Like he's been a serviceable guard. He just hasn't been, you know, this megastar that we expected. Alex says, check the Series 1 first moment prices for Jokic and Embiid and then compare them to the guards and you'll see definitive proof. Yeah, let's just do one. Let's just pull up Jokic. Because we were talking about this the other day. His metallic gold. Oh my God. I think it's gone down. This is Series 1 metallic gold. So that's first moment on the site. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. His base is 2,100. But yeah, we were looking at this yesterday. Like, so his metallic gold is 7,500. And like the next, he's like, let's just look at metallic gold Series 1. I know we did this yesterday, but it still like blows my mind. And then descending. All right. So already LeBron, obviously 86,000. After that, Zion, 26,000. Right. But then let's scroll down. Now we're looking at Kawhi, 13, Kyrie, 14,000, John Collins, 12,000, Jalen, I love Jalen, Dame, 9,000, Kevin Porter Jr., 9,000, RJ Barrett, 8. Well, I guess that's technically his first moment too in rookie. Anthony Davis, Porzingis, Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, all these, Tatum and Jokic. If you're trying to spend big money, metallic gold Series 1, Jokic, Tatum, you got some real value right in there. Yeah, a lot of we're all saying it now. We're all saying it. Anti-center. Yeah, same thing. The Kyrie Irving, also a steal. Yeah, Kyrie Irving is not priced appropriately. Xavier said the first man tweeted out, you can look on his Twitter, all-star packs are going to be 250K of them, but we don't know about the rising star packs. That's interesting. So 250K makes you feel a little bit better about a chance at getting a pack. Probably like a 50% chance. Oh, here we go. Iceman, thank you. They said the withdrawal fee is not them. It's Bank's international wire fee. Interesting. Greg, did you say Dwight Howard is a future MVP or is that supposed to be future Hall of Famer? My man's not winning an MVP. He might be undervalued, though, but he's not winning an MVP anytime soon. All right, what else? Kevin Porter Jr. is a sleeping giant. People don't know who he is, and after the All-Star break, he'll be called up from the G League. Zach, what team is Kevin Porter Jr. on right now, right? Because he got removed from the Cavaliers. He's just got so many off-court issue stuff and like temperament issue stuff. I just don't know how long he's going to be in the league. Like, I don't know if he can keep his shit together. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give Greg the benefit of the doubt here, and he's saying future Hall of Famer because I would agree with that. Future Hall of Famer for sure. He's on the Rockets. So Kevin Porter, you know what? The Rockets organization is in shambles right now. So I take it back. Maybe Kevin Porter Jr. Gets a run. The thing about him, though, like, I mean, you just go look at his off-court stuff. Like, will he keep it together? You know what I mean? Will he keep it together? Yeah. Greg, good morning. Good morning. Derrick Jones Jr. Let's look up now Jones Jr. Is this a block against LeBron? Because shout out Dustin Sandoval, who he is, oh wait, do I have more filters? No, that's right. Yeah, shout out Dustin. He's called this from the beginning. So Derrick Jones Jr.'s first moment, I believe. Oh no. This is a nice dunk. Is this the moment you're talking about? Am I messing? When did this come out? I feel like there was another. Okay, no, it's his Cool Cat, which is a block against LeBron. And this is still going for 400. It's so interesting that this one's way more valuable than maybe it's because he just blocked LeBron. Is that which one were you talking about, Kearns? All right, everybody, guys, I got to take the L on Kevin Porter. You're all right. You were all right. I was wrong. Excuse me. Colin says, if there's that many packs available, how long do you feel you'll have to wait in the queue to buy a pack? Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, I think. We're going to be here for a while. But that's okay. If you are just tuning in now, remember, we're going to be here on Sunday. We'll do some streaming so you guys can come hang out with us. You know what I'm hoping for? Top Shot, if you're watching, I hope we get our pre-ordered packs Sunday so that, like, while you're waiting in line, they're going to be like, hey, by the way, your pack's there. And then we can open packs together. That would be very cool. Zach says maybe I'm pumping my bags because I have some KBG stash, but he's got a ton of talent. Can't deny that. No, he does. He does have a ton of talent. And you know what? You can pump your bags here. All right. I'm the only one that has to say I'm pumping my bags. You can do whatever you want. I predict 4 hours. Yeah, let's look at the Derrick Jones Jr. dunk again. And then we're going to pull up the Kevin Porter Jr. dunk. Because I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it. Nice feed from Dame, too. Yeah, I like this moment. I like Derrick Jones Jr. in general. And again, they're going to be a playoff team. All right, let's look at the Kevin Porter. I'm assuming it's he's only got one moment. Here we go. Let's see this bad boy. Boom. That is a sick dunk. That is a sick dunk. Wow. All right, I'm back in. Alex says, also, if there's going to be a 260K pack with one moment each, we might see the first ever packs where members can and will lose money on a pack. That's true, right? Well, it depends how much. Have they said how much those are going to cost? It depends on how much those cost, right? Because I'm pretty sure the one moment. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, there's only going to be one moment in the pack. You think that's how they're going to roll that out? I'd be surprised if that's how they roll that out. I assumed we're going to get some base series moments too. But again, I haven't read up on it, so I might be wrong. Oh, we just got an update on. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know they're supposed to give us an update this weekend. I know. I'm saying what they should do is be like, hey, remember we're going to give you an update? Psych, here's your pack while you're waiting in line forever. Yeah. Yeah, that's smart too. You can keep it sealed. Keep that baby sealed. So supposedly the All-Star pack, we're getting 250,000 of them, according to the news in the chat. Still, we don't know and a lot of information on the Rising Star pack yet. We're still waiting on that. All right, let's see. What else? There was a couple other players I think I wanted to take a peek at. We looked at, you know who we need to look at from last night who, he's benefiting from DeLon Wright being out, or DeLon Wright, I apologize. But DSJ, right? So DSJ, he was a super young talent for the Mavs. I think did he win the dunk contest his first year as a rookie? And then, they drafted Luka and they were like, it's not going to work out. DSJ goes to the Knicks. Doesn't really work out with the Knicks. But you know what I will? This is when I gave DSJ some credit. He went to Thibodeau and he was like, hey, listen, I know I'm not going to play for you. Send me to the G League. Let me get my reps in. Now he's over in Detroit. He's getting a little bit more run. Last night puts up, I want to pull up his stat line just to make sure I get this right. But had a nice night. Again, benefited from injuries, but we're seeing him get, some more consistent minutes lately, even without the injuries. And last night he played 27 minutes, had 10 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals. Nice little stat line. All I'm saying is he's got a series 1 moment right here. This should be his first moment, I believe. No, I'm sorry. His first moment on the site is lined up with the metallic gold. And if you wanted a legendary, it's under 5K. Only 158. So that's, I'm not saying I'm not saying DSJ, second coming of Christ or anything, but he is still super young. He's on a bad team now, so he's going to get a little bit more run. He's going to have a little bit more of a leash to get out there and ball. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful on DSJ. And again, I'm not saying break the bank on Dennis Smith Jr. I don't want your one takeaway to be like, DSJ, baby. That's not what I'm saying, but frisky. All I'm saying is he's frisky. He's frisky for DSJ. All right, what other comments did I miss over here? Yeah, gosh, that's going to go for just $1 billion. The Rising Star pack is so nice. Let's see if we can just if I can get this quickly. I can't get. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this roster. We got a LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, Halliburton, Tyler Hero, DeAndre Hunter, who, again, I said this last night. DeAndre Hunter was having such an awesome season before that injury. Big body, Keldon, Ja, Michael Porter Jr., who we talk about quite a bit, Zion, James Wiseman. Now we're getting into some fun stuff. Precious Achiuwa, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Denny Avdija. Man, I just crushed his name. I apologize, Denny. RJ, the assist machine, Campazzo, Brandon Clark, Lou Dortz, Rui Hachimura, Theo Maladon. These are Michael Mulder. That's the least sexy one. But Mulder, I'll say, getting more minutes lately, right? He's getting a few more minutes lately. Top Shot should allow bids for buyers. Oh, that's it. like an eBay style. Is that Kobe White? Yeah, I want to know these prices too. Zach says, why haven't we mentioned PJ Washington? This is a good transition. Let's get into some PJ. Let's check his. This is going to be our daily bit, right? We got to do this every day. Let's check his price. Hey, listen, it's back up to 400. I believe Top Shot Takes in the morning marketplace has risen the price of PJ. I don't even own this moment yet. I do own the rookie debut. I should say that. I own the rookie debut, but I don't own his first moment. And big win for the Hornets last night. They beat the piss out of the Wolves. PJ had a decent game. We don't know when the All-Star Pack's dropping, but the Rising Pack will be on Sunday. I don't think they've announced the time yet. We should get more information. I would imagine we get more information today or tomorrow. Yeah, we're all about the PJ Washington dump. We need it. Yeah, Reza, 2 different packs. Is the Josh Hart Series 1 under 200 a good buy? I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like I made a mistake. I own his metallic gold, and that got all the way up to like 1800. So part of me wishes I moved off of that. I really do think all the Series 1s are good buys, and I really like Josh Hart as a player too. He's a really great bench guy. But it's a 138 right now. I think that is a nice price. I wonder though, does that go lower? Does that price go lower? I just pay attention to it. Avdija. Okay. You say it 3 times. It's in my brain now. What do you think will have more value, the Rising Star packs or the All-Star drops that have the badge? For me, I think the Rising Star packs. I mean, you just looked at that list. There was like Michael Mulder's the only one you really don't want, right? That's going to be so good. Yeah, let's look up Keldon Big Body Johnson. Shout out Kevin Roth from The Weather, but also from Roto Grinders. If you guys are DFS players, he does crunch time, and he loves Keldon Johnson, who he calls Big Body. Under $100 for his Series 2 moment. So it's not his first moment though, right? This is his. Oh wait, it is his first moment. I apologize. Yeah, good get. Under 100 for his first moment. And again, we talked about the Spurs earlier, right? Spurs are legit. Spurs, I mean, they're like fine right now, but they're going to be fun. They're going to be a fun team once they move off their oldies. I like that. Good call on Big Body. Thoughts on Jalen Smith moment? He seems kind of undervalued compared to all the rookies. Yeah, I mean, all the rookies are fun, right? I think what's interesting about Jalen Smith is because of how good the Suns are, right? So only 218 for Series 2 first moment rookie. The thing with Jalen Smith is he's on a good team. So he's not getting in the same vein as like Tyrese Maxey, right? He's on a competitive team, so he's not going to get a ton of minutes. But if we do think the Suns are going to be good, like long-term, and, Jalen Smith is eventually going to move into like steal some of Frank the Tank Kaminsky's minutes, or if Jay Crowder's not here on a long-term deal, like, and the Suns are going to continue to be good, right? Like if the Suns retain Bridges, Booker, CP3 for a couple more years, and DeAndre Ayton continues to grow, and you're saying Jalen Smith is like a 5th guy in that, hell yeah. So I do think that does feel a little undervalued. Do you think the gift moments breach 200 again, trying to hold out on selling until then? Hey, Roxbox, I've been wrong on the gift from the very beginning. So I feel hesitant to say like yes or no, one way or the other. I think if you've held this long, if you've held past the challenge, just keep holding. I would just hold long-term, right? Because you've already missed the peak. You've already missed that like $600 to $800 window where things were going crazy, but the challenge is over now. So at this point, I'm just holding. I'd be just holding that. The early adopter series. I mean, anything that's early, right? It's pretty good. I'll be honest though. They're common, but they are Series 1s. I think if there's someone you're pretty excited about, it's, they're obviously worth a little bit more than the Series 1s and a little bit less than the metallic golds. Yeah. That's interesting. Shout out Alex Caruso one time. Yeah. His first moment's minted. Yeah, I agree. Rising Star is going to be, I think, just all the names in there, hot as hell, right? We like it. Oh, Airy Vision, what's up? Mike in the mornings. I feel like my fiance said I need to come up with some like radio set or like a radio ad. Like, and we're back with Mike in the morning. Yeah, wow, that really messed with the vibe doing that. But yeah, shout out to Eric. Glad you're here. Hayden Jones, sorry I'm new to this. Do we know how much the Rising Star packs will be? We don't yet. We don't. Well, I'm sure we'll get that information either today or tomorrow. It's got to come, right? It's got to come. We need to know. I know there's a lot of confusion about this. There's going to be 2 different pack drops, right? So there's going to be a Rising Stars pack and an All-Star pack. That is the assumption. And we believe there's going to be 250,000 All-Star packs dropped. We don't know the number of Rising Stars. We don't know the cost of them yet either. Justin says, do you ever buy assist moments? I only buy dunks and 3-pointers. I mean, no, I don't think I've purchased an assist moment, but I'm holding some assist moments that I've gotten packs and stuff. There's still some nice ones. Ooh, Savant says, I got a mint number 600 Jalen Smith. I believe Dunbar opened up a sub 400 one on this stream, and he had no idea who the hell Jalen Smith was. That was a good pull. Jason said, hey, listen, as a Celtics fan, I don't think Taco will get event. I just don't like, if Robert Williams isn't getting enough minutes yet, I don't think Taco's getting him anytime soon. Although, who knows? Who knows? Also, Trap Lord, I know I said about the holding, like, again, definitely do what you think is best for you. This is not financial advice. Got to say those things, right? Let's see. What else am I missing in here? Luckily got in for like 450 total on the gift. Oh, so you completed it. You completed the challenge? Hell yeah. I pulled a low serial D'Angelo Russell and was planning on completing the gift, and then saw how freaking expensive it got. And then I flipped the D'Angelo for those Vooches and Brogdons that I showed you earlier. Hey, congrats, Johnny. Welcome to the Big Body Club, Serial 42. We love that. What's up, NDK? Back again. Not sure if I missed it already, but thoughts on DSJ? Yes, I actually just talked about DSJ a few minutes ago. He's definitely like super underpriced, and he's still super young, and he's playing on a bad team, so he's going to get a ton of minutes, as I was saying. But I'm not saying break the bank on it, but it's risky with a high ceiling, I think. Not like super high ceiling, but like there's some return there. Ryan, do you think when LeBron and KD pick the teams tonight for the All-Star game, people will get more excited and splurge on All-Stars? Listen, I think people are going to splurge on, oh, you mean in the marketplace versus the pack drop? Maybe. I think there'll at least be a little bit more buzz on it. I'm hoping that it just comes up a bunch this weekend. I'm hoping an All-Star mentions Top Shot, and then all of a sudden it goes nuts. Adam, thoughts on a sub 175, 15,000 S2? Yeah, that sounds good. At Luka, anything is really good. Right? Luka, anything is really good. Micah says, I've got a PSA Taco Fall moment. I'm not sure how the NFT got dinged. And also, it doesn't fit the holder value very well since it's just lines of codes. What do you mean got dinged? I missed it. I don't think I fully understand, but that's because I'm a dum-dum. You probably asked it correct. I'm just so new to the NFT space, so I don't know if dinged is good. You just mean like the price went down? Yeah. I mean, I think Taco has value because people love him. Like, he's a 7-foot dude that people love. Greg, one of the co-hosts, says he's almost like a meme moment, right? Where people just like love Taco. Ray says, wish I would have sold all my gift moments rather than complete the challenge. It was not worth it. Who knows, though? Who knows? I mean, maybe as we move further away from it, right? Like, it's hard to tell the value like immediately, but maybe as we move away from it, we learn that that's, it was the first ever gift. And maybe they only do it one time. Which players would you hope to get from the All-Star pack? Dude, you can't go wrong with the All-Star pack. Let me pull up the old Twitter and see. I just want to like run over that quickly. What the first shout out to First Mint, who tweeted some really good stuff about this, about who the All-Stars were. So let me share this. We'll remove this one. Oh, full face here. Sorry, guys. Sorry to do this to you early in the morning. Let's change that right now. So the First Mint, where's the last? Where are we at? I should have scrolled first. Oh my gosh. Did I pass it already? Here we go. So 10,000 LE per moment, 26 All-Stars. So it means it's likely 260,000 packed, although could be 2 stars per pack, but that's unlikely. So here we go. We got Bradley Beal, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Dame, Book, CP3, Joel, Simmons, Vooch, Randall, Zion, Giannis. LeBron. This is so interesting. LeBron made the second tweet. LeBron, AD, PG, Kawhi, Sabonis, Curry, Jokic, Doncic, Levine, Tatum. Dude, there's nobody I don't want except for Vooch, maybe. Vooch is maybe, and like Randall are probably the two least sexy. But give me a Zion, give me a LeBron, give me a Sabonis, AD, Curry, Jokic, any of those. I'm down for any of those. Yeah. And D says, I wanted to pick up Westbrook Series 1 for $550 yesterday, but now it's $650. Before I pull the trigger, any other suggestions around the same amount? Okay, so we're looking at, this is fun. We're looking at Series 1, I'm assuming. Oh my gosh. Now we could all see that I can't spell. All right, here we go. Base set Series 1. And what did we say? What are we looking at here? So let's look at 650 and under. Is that what we're saying? 650 and under. And let's do. All right. So yeah, Westbrook the most expensive. Donovan Mitchell is an interesting case because Donovan Mitchell still has a pretty high ceiling, right? He's on a really good team and he's still so young and he's like starting to blow up a little bit. So it depends how high you are on Donovan Mitchell. I think if you think Donovan Mitchell, like we know what Westbrook's career is at this point, right? We're on the downswing now. And I mean, definitely a Hall of Famer, MVP, had some interesting, like a finals appearance. You know, Westbrook is still a really good player and will probably retain value and even go up a little bit after he retires. But Donovan Mitchell, young dude on a good team who is like just turning into the player that he's going to be. So I like that one. Kobe White, we talked about a little bit earlier. SGA, another dude with a huge ceiling, super young. And this is out of 2681, which makes it a little bit more rare than the other two. Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul, first ballot Hall of Famer, like one of the best point guards of all time. That's another good one. Michael Porter Jr., if you got a little risk in you, because I think his ceiling is crazy high, but like he also, you know, who knows? We talked about Kevin Porter Jr. a little bit. Yeah, I think that's where I land. That's where I land on those. I think the most intriguing to me is Donovan Mitchell out of that. Good question. Good question. Yeah, none of us are sure. None of us are sure. I think Taco is getting 2 badges. Okay, that's interesting. What's your favorite moment, like the actual moment itself? Okay, so there's 2. There's the Harden one that I showed a little bit earlier, and then Vince Carter's last 3. That's cool. I just love that one. I know that one's worth like a ton of money now, so that's not like something you can go buy, but that's one. That's one I like. Thoughts on... I know that this is like a spelling mistake, but I like saying pro-Zingis. Like, are you pro-Zingis or con-Zingis? Let's look at, was Porzingis on this list? Was he cheap? You know what I want to see, though, if it's his first moment. I am interested in Porzingis' first moment. He's scary just because of his injury stuff. So his first moment is out of... No, this is his first moment. Wow, so his first moment is cheaper than his... I guess because it's out of 1,500? Oh, wait, hold on. I have the filters on. LOL. That makes more sense. Still, so his first moment's 360. Okay. I like Porzingis. I do. I'm not like going bonkers, but over Porzingis, but I do like Porzingis. Yeah, I'm all in on SGA. Love that. All right, Jeffrey, here we go. Well, let's talk about the cool cats. So here, did you complete the first round? Do you have the Luka? If you have the Luka, definitely go get the AD because then I think you're trying to complete the full challenge, right? Now, I said this at the beginning, so I apologize if you guys have already heard this. But with the Cool Cats, the value in the Cool Cats challenge is the Luka and the LaMelo, right? So the LaMelo Master Challenge, the max there can be is as many Lukas as they can be, right? So because you need the Luka to get the LaMelo. So the Luka Cool Cat, there's 3,400 of them. So that means 3,400 max. 3,400 max LaMelos. Now, let's pull up the Anthony Davis. This is the same conversation we had with the Karl Anthony Towns Cool Cat. Where is the Anthony Davis? Okay, here we go. There's 7,000 of them. So if you're trying to complete the LaMelo, there's 2 times as many ADs as there are Lukas. And you got to think how many of those people that already had the Luka was like, okay, I need to complete this. So I already have the AD. Like I'm one of them, right? So I wasn't sure if I was going to do the Master Challenge. And then when I saw how much Luka was worth, then I was like, okay, I got to do it, right? Because that means there's going to be max 3,000 LaMelos. So if you're not trying to complete the Master Challenge, I don't know if it's worth going to get AD. I mean, I might be wrong. I just don't know where the market is for that. That's the same thing with the Karl Anthony Towns, right? There's 14,000 Karl Anthony Towns. Only max 3,100 people need them. And how many of those 3,400? How many of those 3,400 people already had the Karl Anthony Towns because they were in early with CryptoKitties, you know? So I just don't know where the market is for those. I mean, it's a nice moment. It's Anthony Davis, so there's going to be some value, but I don't know. I wouldn't spend a K plus. You know what though? I've also been wrong. I didn't think the Luka was going to be worth as much as it was. So I might be wrong. Jason says, can't wait for them to release more run it back moments. Man, I'm so pumped for the run it back moments. I'm so pumped for them. They can't release enough of them. I'm so excited. I want AI walking over Ty Lue in the finals. That's the moment I need of AI. I need that. All right. Zach says, does a round number of 100 go for more than, say, a 95? Should it? I don't know. I still don't think the serial stuff has worked itself out. I don't think like us as a community have decided like, should 100 be worth more? Should 99 be worth more than 100? Should 98 be worth more than 99, right? Like stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think that's worked itself out yet. I think we decide as a community kind of, right? Like we're the collectors, so we decide which one's worth more. Ryan Kelly, what moment in history that you think will eventually be the most expensive Top Shot? I mean, anything, it's going to be Kobe related, right? Unless Michael Jordan eventually someday agrees to like let his name be used, but and his footage be used. But my guess is anything Kobe, right? It's got to be Kobe. Patrick Beverly. Deep down, I don't like Patrick Beverly, but that's not analysis. That's just how I feel. Again, Series 1 stuff, if you think it's at its lowest right here, it's 115 now. Sorry, it's gone $5 up. Colin, did you buy it? Is that what happened? Did you buy it? Did you buy it at 110? Yeah, Series 1, man. I love Series 1. Savon, I think it's up to you, right? So the way that we've been talking about it is we like Series 1 or Series 2 stars, right? So if it's like a Series 1, if you could spend like $400 on like a Series 1, I don't know, $400 on a Series 1 Malcolm Brogdon or $400 on a Series 2 Zion, right? So Series 1, I think is more valuable than Series 2, but Zion is Zion, right? So I think you go Zion. Yeah, dude, give me AI walking over Ty Lue. We need it. We need it. What was the first? Sorry, Zach. What was does a round number? Yeah, bought a Curry 100 yesterday. That's a nice get. Curry anything is a nice get. How do you feel about Miles Bridges with the same moment on 3 different tiers? Sorry for the sniffle. I know that just picked it up in the mic and that's disgusting. So I apologize. Miles Bridges. Here we go. So what do we have? We got 148, 1400. The throwdown series for $1,000. I think what's nice about this moment is it's a dish from LaMelo too, right? Oh no, it's a putback. Ooh, man, Miles Bridges, get that man in the dunk contest, right? I like Miles Bridges. I think there's still a lot of upside with him. I don't know if I'd go nuts for the metallic gold, although I don't know if you're a big Hornets guy and you're a big Bridges guy. YOLO, you know. Perk, good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Dude, Colin, oh man, I forgot to talk about Colin Sexton. I apologize. Colin Sexton, I think he had 30 last night. I don't know if he's a winning player yet. Like, I don't know if he's going to make a team great, but 3,100 for his metallic gold Series 1, his base Series 1, sub 500. A young dude putting up big numbers. So I like this. This is a good call. I was supposed to talk about Sexton earlier and I didn't. Ooh, this is a good. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I wasn't sharing the screen either. I've done that for like the last 2 minutes where I shared a moment but didn't know. Thank you, Adam. I just saw that comment. Oh man, you guys got to tell me that sooner, right? You don't need to be looking at my face that long. Series 1 Jimmy versus Series 2 Zion. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable either way. I don't feel comfortable telling you. It's close. That's not a fun answer. It's close though. Jimmy buckets or Zion? I don't know. What do you guys think? Ooh, Kawhi shot or LeBron block, better future value. So the Kawhi shot versus Sixers or the LeBron block in the finals. It's going to be the LeBron block only because people love LeBron. Love LeBron. Both sick moments though. Yeah, that Edwards dunk is going to be crazy in the Rising Stars. I agree. Carolina plays. Welcome, Carolina. Colin Sexton is going to make a team great. Mark it down. I like it. I like the hot takes. We like that. I miss anything else? All right, I'm going to wrap up in like 5 more minutes. So if you have any other questions, fire them in there. Yeah, LeBron is always the answer. I agree with that, Alex. I agree. I mean, the Kawhi moment is really nice. Like, no doubt about it. That's a nice moment. But it's gonna be LeBron every time. So while we get to the last few of your questions, just make sure if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, like the page. I mean, like the stream, hit the notification bell, follow us on Twitter if you're not doing that. Tell other people to follow us on Twitter. Reminder, we're going to be here Sunday for the pack drop, for the Rising Star pack drop. And then another thing that I feel comfortable announcing at this point, whenever the pre-order packs happen, right? Whenever we get the pre-order packs, if you are someone who's not holding the pack, if you're not someone who's not going to open it and just hold it, we're going to do a long ass live stream and it's going to be a pack opening party. So if you're someone that would like to come on the stream and open the pack, we'll have more information when we know the packs are coming out. But we're going to do that. We're going to have a pack opening party and have a bunch of people come on and open their packs and have fun with it. So if that's something you're into, we're going to be doing that. You know what? Maybe it's this weekend. Dapper, give us those packs this weekend. But if not, we'll do it next weekend. All right, last few questions. Let's get in here. Ooh, Micah says, on Crypto Slam, mint numbers over 34,000. How high do you think they will go on this drop? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it continues to grow like this, I think it's not crazy to see 50,000, right? It's not crazy to see 50,000. Boom. Yeah, people are in on the Colin. How will a player retiring affect their value like Aldridge, Rudy Gay, Dwight Howard? I think for those, Dwight Howard specifically, right? I think we know Dwight right now as a backup big on the Lakers, as a backup big on the Sixers. He's annoying, right? Like that's how we know him right now. The second he retires, we all remember like, oh, he won Defensive Player of the Year a couple times. He was an MVP. He's won a finals. He's gone to the finals as the best player on a team. I think Dwight Howard's value goes up. LaMarcus Aldridge, same thing. He doesn't do anything sexy right now, but when you look at his career total, same thing with Rudy Gay too. It's more impressive. I also think there's a chance Rudy Gay gets traded to a contender, and then we get to see Rudy Gay like on a good team 1 or 2 more times before his career is done. Because Rudy Gay is quietly having a really good year. RJ Barrett stock keeps falling. Do you think I should hold? Yeah, listen, if you know anything about Top Shot takes, team hold, baby. Yeah, I think you still hold. I mean, the Knicks are finally doing some good shit. So I'm holding on my RJ Barrett. Yeah, still. Oh, no, that's 2C White, not about Kobe White. And I shared it. My bad. Anything? Yeah, Dwight's one of the all-time leaders in rebounds. Yeah, pretty good career. Exactly. Right. I love it. Yeah, you're new to a. That's okay, Carolina. It's okay to be new. I think we just hold some RJ. All right, last call for questions, and we're going to wrap this baby up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is going longer and longer every time, which is kind of fun. But I really appreciate all the positive feedback we've gotten from this show specifically. All of you guys that were there last night that pumped it up. I appreciate it. We'll do it again tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll be here this weekend because we can't stop. Top Shot never stops. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you're following us on Twitter, liking, subscribing, noti bells, all those things. And then again, listen, reach out in the DMs if you have a good opening, right? I need an opening catchphrase. I think we landed on top of the morning, which it's a solid start, but we can do better. I believe in us. I believe in this community. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a good Thursday. See you in oh, wow. I was going to say see you in the marketplace, but shout out to Adam Shaw. We get some UK love. Have a good day. Thank you, Carolina. Thanks for joining in. And last call. What thoughts on Kyrie? We love Kyrie. Underrated right now. And the Nets are probably going to win a championship. So Kyrie is undervalued. IMO. All right. We're out. We'll see you this weekend. I'm just kidding. We'll see you tomorrow.